California Written Test 5. 1. At a red traffic light with a green arrow, you may proceed in the direction of the arrow if A. You first come to a complete stop. B. You wait until the light changes. C. You are in the proper lane and the roadway is clear. The answer is C. You are in the proper lane and the roadway is clear. If you are in a lane corresponding to a signal displaying a green arrow, you may proceed in the direction of the arrow when the way is clear. This is true whether the arrow is displayed alone or together with another signal. 2. The amount of alcohol in the blood is referred to as A. Implied consent. B. Blood alcohol concentration. C. Rate of alcohol consumption. The answer is B. Blood alcohol concentration. Blood alcohol concentration is a measurement of the percentage of alcohol in the blood. The higher the BAC number, the more impaired a person is. 3. With a Class C driver license, a person may drive A. A 3-axle vehicle if the gross vehicle weight is less than 6,000 pounds. B. Any 3-axle vehicle, regardless of the weight. C. A vehicle pulling 2 trailers. The answer is A. A 3-axle vehicle if the gross vehicle weight is less than 6,000 pounds. A person with a Class C license may drive a 3-axle vehicle if it weighs 6,000 pounds or less. 4. Safely backing your vehicle requires all of the following, except A. Looking over your right shoulder as you back up. B. Checking your vehicle's surroundings. C. Tapping your horn before you back up. The answer is C. Tapping your horn before you back up. Backing up is always dangerous because it is hard to see behind your vehicle. Prior to entering your vehicle, check your surroundings to be aware of any potential hazards. When you are backing out of a parking space, look over your shoulder to maintain awareness of your surroundings. 5. For which of the following traffic lights must you always stop your vehicle? A. Solid red lights, flashing red lights, and blacked-out traffic signals. B. Solid red lights, red arrows, and flashing yellow lights. C. Solid red lights, flashing red lights, and yellow lights. The answer is A. Solid red lights, flashing red lights, and blacked-out traffic signals. You must stop at a solid or flashing red light, or at a signal light that is blacked out not working. A solid yellow light means that the signal is about to turn red and you must stop if you can do so safely, otherwise, proceed cautiously. A flashing yellow light means that you should proceed with caution, but you do not need to stop. 6. To turn left from a multilane one-way street onto a one-way street, you should start your turn from A. Any lane as long as it is safe. B. The lane closest to the left curb. C. The lane in the center of the road. The answer is B. The lane closest to the left curb. When turning left from a one-way street onto another one-way street, you should begin the turn from the far left lane. 7. This yellow sign means A. The road ahead has many curves. B. There is a sharp curve in the road ahead. C. The road ahead may be slippery. The answer is C. The road ahead may be slippery. This sign indicates that the road ahead may be slippery when wet. 8. This sign means A. Winding road ahead. B. Do not enter. C. Pedestrian crossing. The answer is A. Winding road ahead. This sign warns of a winding road ahead. 9. You must yield to a pedestrian using a white cane or guide dog. A. Only when the guide dog is leading the person across the street. B. At all times. C. Only if a crossing guard is present. The answer is B. At all times. Pedestrians who use guide dogs or white canes with or without a red tip must be given the right of way at all times. 10. Roads are slippery after it first starts to rain. When the road is slippery, you should A. Avoid making turns and stops while driving at high speeds. B. Test your tires' traction while going uphill. C. Decrease the distance you look ahead of your vehicle. The answer is A. Avoid making turns and stops while driving at high speeds. A wet, slippery road does not allow your tires the traction they need, so it is necessary to drive more slowly on a wet road than you would on a dry road. To reduce the risk of skidding, you should avoid fast turns or stops. 11. This road sign means A. Do not enter. B. Roundabout ahead. C. No U-turns. The answer is A. Do not enter. Regulatory signs provide notice to road users of traffic laws that must be obeyed. This sign tells drivers that it is prohibited to make a U-turn. 12. Always use your seat belt. A. Unless the vehicle was built before 1978. B. Unless you are in a limousine. C. When the vehicle is equipped with seat belts. The answer is C. When the vehicle is equipped with seat belts. Use of seat belts is required for the driver and all passengers, including children who are over 8 years old or are at least 4 feet 9 inches tall. You must wear seat belts and shoulder harnesses even if the vehicle has airbags. If your vehicle is equipped with separate lap and shoulder belts, you must use both. 13. In rainy weather, you should be most careful when turning or stopping. A. After it has been raining all day. B. 1/2 hour after it stops raining. C. During the first half hour of rain. The answer is C. During the first half hour of rain. You should be extra careful when turning and stopping during the first half hour of rain. At this point, the oil from cars has not yet washed off the pavement and could be forming a slippery mixture with the rain. 14. 2 sets of solid double yellow lines that are 2 or more feet apart. A. May be crossed to enter or exit a private driveway. B. May not be crossed for any reason. C. Should be treated as a separate traffic lane. The answer is B. May not be crossed for any reason. 2 sets of solid double yellow lines spaced 2 or more feet apart are considered a barrier. You may not drive on or over this barrier, or make a left turn or U-turn across it, except at designated openings. 15. If you come to an intersection and your view to the side is blocked, you should A. Slow down and look both ways. B. Maintain your speed and look both ways. C. Stop, then inch forward until you can see clearly in both directions. The answer is C. Stop, then inch forward until you can see clearly in both directions. Drivers must slow down when approaching an intersection. If a clear view of cross traffic is obscured, a driver should come to a stop and inch forward until they can see clearly in both directions. 16. To improve visibility lowered by rain or fog, drivers should use their A. Low beam headlights. B. High beam headlights. C. Parking lights. The answer is A. Low beam headlights. Low beam headlights should be used when driving in rainy or foggy weather. Even if they do little to help you see, low beams will make it easier for others to see you. 17. This road sign means A. Sharp right turn ahead. B. A road joins from the right. C. The road ahead turns sharply right, then sharply left. The answer is C. The road ahead turns sharply right, then sharply left. Warning signs are usually yellow with black markings. This sign indicates that the road ahead will turn sharply to the right and then sharply to the left. 18. When passing another vehicle, it is safe to return to your lane if you A. Cannot see the vehicle directly to your right. B. See the vehicle's headlights in your rearview mirror. C. Have passed the other vehicle's front bumper. The answer is B. See the vehicle's headlights in your rearview mirror. Before returning to your original lane after passing, you must make sure you are not dangerously close to the vehicle you have just passed. When you can see both of the vehicle's headlights in your rearview mirror, you may have enough room to return to the lane. 19. You are driving on a city street and see an emergency vehicle with flashing lights behind you. What should you do? A. Drive to the right edge of the road and slow down. B. Drive to the right edge of the road and stop. C. Stay in your lane, slow down, and let it pass. The answer is B. Drive to the right edge of the road and stop. You must yield the right of way to any emergency vehicle that is using its siren and lights. Drive to the right edge of the road and stop until the emergency vehicle has passed. If you are within an intersection, drive through the intersection first and then stop. 20. It is legal to drive with an alcoholic beverage container that has been opened only if the container is A. Under the front seat. B. In the glove compartment. C. In the trunk. The answer is C. In the trunk. Any opened alcoholic beverage container must be kept in the trunk of the vehicle, or in another place where passengers do not sit. Keeping an opened alcoholic drink in the glove compartment is specifically prohibited. However, in a bus, taxi, camper, or motor home, these restrictions do not apply to non-driving passengers. 21. You should not use your horn. A. When visibility ahead is limited. B. If you might hit another vehicle. C. Near blind pedestrians. The answer is C. Near blind pedestrians. When driving near a blind pedestrian, using your horn may be dangerous. Yield to the pedestrian and proceed when it is safe to do so. 22. When driving in work zones, you should A. Follow the driver in front of you closely. B. Pass the driver in front of you as soon as you can. C. Avoid tailgating and keep a safe following distance. The answer is C. Avoid tailgating and keep a safe following distance. When driving in a work zone, keep a safe distance between your vehicle and traffic barriers, trucks, construction equipment, workers, and other vehicles. Increase your following distance and do not tailgate. 23. Which of these statements is true about roadwork zones? A. Fines are the same for violations committed in work zones as they are under normal traffic conditions. B. You must slow for the cone zone. C. Slow down only if you think workers are present. The answer is B. You must slow for the cone zone. Reduce your speed and be prepared to slow down or stop for highway equipment. Driving carefully through work zones improves safety for drivers, pedestrians, bicyclists, and road workers. 24. When passing on the left of a vehicle, it is safe to move back into the right lane. A. After about 3 seconds. B. When you can no longer see the vehicle over your right shoulder. C. When you can see the front of the vehicle in your rearview mirror. The answer is C. When you can see the front of the vehicle in your rearview mirror. When passing another vehicle on its left, you may move back into the right lane when the headlights of the passed vehicle can be seen in your rearview mirror. Always signal before changing lanes. 25. Before switching on the ignition, you should A. Buckle your safety belt. B. Be sure all passengers have buckled their safety belts. C. Both of the above. The answer is C. Both of the above. Develop a routine for entering and leaving your car. Before switching on the ignition, buckle your safety belt and see that all passengers do likewise. 26. When driving in fog or mist, never put your headlights on the high beam setting because A. The light will reflect back into your eyes. B. Approaching vehicles might not see you. C. Vehicles behind you may follow too closely. The answer is A. The light will reflect back into your eyes. In foggy or misty conditions, you should not use your headlights on their high beam setting because the light will be reflected back into your eyes. 27. To turn left from a one-way street onto a one-way street, start from A. The lane closest to the left curb. B. The center lane. C. Any lane, as long as it seems safe to do so. The answer is A. The lane closest to the left curb. When turning left from a one-way street onto a one-way street, start the turn from the far left lane. Watch for pedestrians, motorcyclists, and bicyclists between your vehicle and the curb because they may also legally use the left turn lane for their left turns. Turn into any lane that is safely open. 28. If you find yourself in a skid. A. Brake lightly. B. Stay off the brakes. C. Brake abruptly. The answer is B. Stay off the brakes. If your vehicle begins to skid, do not use the brakes. Braking could make the skid worse. 29. If you see orange construction signs and cones on a freeway, you must A. Slow down because the lane ends ahead. B. Be prepared for workers and equipment ahead. C. Change lanes and maintain your current speed. The answer is B. Be prepared for workers and equipment ahead. As you enter a work zone, signs and message boards will warn you of workers, slow-moving equipment, and/or closed lanes ahead. You should reduce your speed and be prepared to slow down or stop. 30. Which of the following roadways freeze first when wet? A. Bridges and overpasses. B. Intersections. C. Tunnels. The answer is A. Bridges and overpasses. Bridges and overpasses tend to freeze before the rest of the road does. 31. You should always travel A. At the speed of vehicles surrounding you. B. At the speed limit. C. At a speed appropriate for road and weather conditions. The answer is C. At a speed appropriate for road and weather conditions. The speed at which you should drive your vehicle depends on road conditions, the weather, and the legal speed limit. You may never drive above the legal speed limit. Decrease your speed when anything makes conditions less than ideal. 32. This sign means A. Stop sign ahead. B. Railroad crossing ahead. C. Construction ahead. The answer is B. Railroad crossing ahead. A round sign always indicates that you are approaching a railroad crossing. 33. When turning left from a two-way street onto a one-way street, you should A. Turn into any lane. B. Turn into first lane. C. Turn into second lane. The answer is B. Turn into first lane. When making any turn, turn from the lane closest to the direction you wish to travel into the first available legal lane. On a turn from a two-way to a one-way street, this means you should turn into the first lane. 34. You exit the freeway on a ramp that curves downhill. You should A. Slow to a safe speed before the curve. B. Slow to the posted speed limit for the freeway. C. Wait until you have entered the curve to begin braking. The answer is A. Slow to a safe speed before the curve. You should always slow down before entering a curve. You may not be able to see hazards ahead, and braking in a curve may cause your vehicle to skid. 35. Which of the following is not a safe driving practice when driving on the interstate? A. Slower traffic must keep to the right. B. Change lanes without signaling. C. If you miss your exit, you must go to the next exit. The answer is B. Change lanes without signaling. You should always signal when moving your vehicle to the right or left. On an interstate, you should stay in the right lane if you are moving more slowly than the surrounding traffic. It is illegal to back up or make a U-turn on interstate highways, so if you miss your exit, you should proceed to the next exit. 36. Which of these is a safe driving technique? A. Using your high beam lights in the fog. B. Staring at the road ahead of your vehicle. C. Checking your rearview mirrors frequently. The answer is C. Checking your rearview mirrors frequently. To stay aware of hazards, you should scan the road and check your rearview mirrors every 2 to 5 seconds. Constantly staring at just the road ahead of you is dangerous. If you must drive in foggy conditions, you should use your low beam headlights, not your high beam headlights. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please hit the button and subscribe to my channel for more practice video. Thank you.